Some tech experts view artificial intelligence as a possible threat, but there are Christians who see its capacity for spreading the gospel. CBN's Gary Lane has this look at both the dangers and benefits of artificial intelligence in ministry.
Some of the top executives in the artificial intelligence industry warn future advancement could one day become dangerous to humankind. That's why groups like the Center for AI Safety warn we should take steps now to develop the technology responsibly.
We can enjoy the positives if we bring AI development to a more cautious risk level.
The executives fear that a rapid advance in AI may lead to the loss of millions of jobs, and quantum leaps in language technology, like ChatGPT, could be used maliciously to spread propaganda and disinformation. Christian groups believe that development poses major risks to missionaries. For instance, John Hurst of SIL International suggests Christian adversaries could use AI to harm or embarrass ministries and their workers.
A government could create an AI-based thing that has one of our missionaries saying something against the government and post it on social media. And then you're going to have to assess, did they really say that? If they didn't say it, how do we combat it? How do we respond to that?
Hurst urges ministries to work together on systems and processes to validate identities. Ted Esler is president of Missio Nexus, an association of U.S. and Canadian agencies and churches. He believes AI is here to stay and sees tremendous potential.
The genie's not only out of the bottle, but at this point, I don't see us turning back. Now, I don't see missionaries being automated anytime soon, but the many applications that are going to be available to us really has created this new wild frontier, and its impact is going to be huge.
That could mean limitless opportunities for Christian ministry. For example, Bible translators are already using AI in their work on scripture translations, thus speeding up that overall process. Online chatbots could also be used to direct people to the Bible, and Christian resources in more than 4,000 languages, helping overcome cross-cultural communication obstacles.
The ability to go from one language to another, the barriers are quickly being reduced. Interacting between languages in ministry work, whether it's church planning, discipleship, planning meetings, all these things, is going to go through some fairly dramatic pivots and shifts over the next few years.
And that's why Hurst and other ministry leaders believe it is important for Christians to keep their focus on who's behind the controls of the AI revolution.
Are we allowing and designing our systems and our ministries and our structures to make sure the human stays in the pilot seat, and actually make sure that God is in the pilot seat, that we are looking to God, and that we are using technology like that?
Gary Lane, CBN News.
That argument you often hear is you can't put the genie in the bottle. Gordon, I'm curious, what's your take on how we balance its potential versus its potential harm?
Well, it's a great question, John. I think on one level, it's a force multiplier. You talk about being able to do a whole lot more with your time and energy and automate certain things. I was remarking to someone just the other day, it would have made, a decade worth of work for Superbook remarkably shortened because you could actually train the AI to produce animation. So we're seeing disruptive technologies. What does it mean for jobs? What does it mean for our future? But if we look at it as, well, this is a force multiplier, I get to do some wonderful things and some very creative things using AI to do sort of the grunt work, the heavy lifting of it. And I can bring the inspiration and I can bring the ideas and then direct it as it produces. The other thing is you can actually train AI. You can limit what databases it accesses, so it's not on the World Wide Web getting every single thought and every single thing that's ever been put there. You can say, well, I'm going to limit what you examine to a particular database. The verse that came to you, train up an AI in the way it should go, and it will not depart from it. You can limit its access and what information it's using in order to create things. Now, here's the downside, and it's big. And I fully support what's currently being called Blade Runner laws, where you have to disclose that it's AI, that you shouldn't have the illusion that somehow it's real. Under Blade Runner type legislation, you can't do these deep fakes without disclosing that it's a deep fake. You can't imitate somebody. The AI will be able to do that and has already proven it can do that. And what does that mean for politics? What does that mean for commerce? What does that mean to every organization, every individual, that there's an ability now that they can mimic you and mimic exactly your voice, exactly your countenance, and fool people that it's you talking? That's a great danger, and one that we should really wake up to right now, not next year, not 2 years from now, but right now. Say, no, if you're an AI and you're imitating, you need to absolutely disclose what you're doing. I think that's the only way forward for us. Now, will everybody observe that law? Well, good luck with that. But at least it's on the books, and it'll be something that can be enforced.